Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're having a nice day. I'm bringing you today a gameplay of Silk Road, Battlefield 4 China Rising DLC, playing alone, solo, on this map. Now, I want to get something out of the way before I proceed to the gameplay commentary. And that is that a lot of you guys have been asking me why don't I enjoy playing Battlefield 4 DLCs, and how come that there isn't any Battlefield 4 DLC maps featured on my channel while playing in a tank. And I have two reasons, which I think are the main reasons why I don't play this map so often. The first reason is I don't enjoy these maps as much as I enjoyed Battlefield 3 DLC maps or any other predecessor of Battlefield 4. In my opinion, Battlefield 4 game mechanics don't fit into the DLC maps, especially Silk Road, and I will explain that during the commentary. So that's the first reason. And the second reason is that I just don't have as much fun on these maps that I do on the vanilla maps. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's basically the main reason. But and the third reason, and I also wanted to say that reason, I don't really find that much servers playing DLC maps. And most of the servers I really try to join, I'm already banned on because people accusate me. And then back at the start of Battlefield 4, when I did play China Rising and second Assault DLCs on my premium account, and that is the account I'm playing right now, I got banned from a lot of the servers, as I said, because people accusated me, reported me for whatever. So I don't have much servers to pick from, and I don't really feel like buying a second premium account on my Tong to Strong main account just to play these DLC maps. So that's basically the three reasons I have for not presenting you DLC maps often. But here I found a server, and I think this is some new server where I'm actually not banned on. So I went to Silk Road to present you with some gameplay. And what I think about this map, I think of Silk Road as if you guys owned Armored Kill DLC back in Battlefield 3, there was a map called Banner Desert. It was similar to Silk Road. I think it was a bit bigger or smaller, I don't know, but basically it was a desert terrain, desert warfare, a lot of tanks. But back then, you had Battlefield 3 reactive armor, and you had unlimited tank shells. So going into a tank warfare, fighting multiple tanks at the same time, and if you can position proper and you have good situational awareness, there was a high chance you can get out of that firefight alive and beat those tanks if you're better than them. And then when you come to a Battlefield 4 game with its mechanics like limited tank shells and mobility hits, and you come to a highly popular flag like the flag I'm on right now, and I have to use some tank shells to splash the people around the corner, so I'm gonna waste maybe 1, 2, 3 tank shells in the process to kill some infantry. And then if an enemy tank appears, I simply don't have ammo to finish him off. And that mechanic is, I'm not asking for unlimited ammo, as I said a lot of time. I'm asking for more than 4 tank shells, maybe 10, so at least I can fight the tank and infantry at the same time, because I know how to do that. So I would like that. But since it is as it is, I'm usually playing this map really smart. I'm not playing it completely aggressive. I'm playing it, so to say, passive-aggressive. I'm pushing when my team is pushing, and I'm playing really smart, using correct positions and correct spots for enemy tanks to try to avoid me, because that's basically what I'm trying to do on maps when there is a lot of fucking armored vehicles. I try to avoid a 1v1 fight as much as I can, because I know that will result in either me dying or the enemy tank dying if we get some infantry contact. And that's how tank fights were, in my mind, look on Silk Road. Basically, if you get one RPG shot while you're fighting a tank, you're dead. And that wasn't the case in Battlefield 3, because you could have take a shot from RPG and it would take down your reactive armor, and then if you knew how to fight the tank, you would kill the tank also, if you were better than him. And that's my main gripe with Silk Road and the amount of vehicles it has. So over here I'm trying to take Charlie flag as of right now, but I see that an enemy tank is rolling out from the base, so I figure that if I'm gonna go inside the flag right now to capture it for my team, that the tank is gonna see me and gonna try to mojo me from over there. So as Thermal Camo already unspots me, he doesn't know where I am, as I managed to land a side shot on him and I missed a second shot. And as I said, if I proceeded to the flag inside, I would probably get shot maybe from some of the people on the sand dunes I'm just trying to kill over here, as I managed to headshot the guy on the dune and trying to splash some people over here. Now the tank gets aware of me over here. As I APS his first shot, I'm gonna fall back. As I do a critical mistake here, getting stuck on a little sand dune. So I'm gonna try to get out of that situation as he's APSing already. So I'm gonna take one shot over here as he gets into trouble by going on one of those fucking holes into the ground and missed his last shot. So I managed to get out of that firefight alive. So I'm just gonna use this opportunity to repair my tank and also get rid of the annoying gunner who was in my tank since I spawned. So I'm just gonna repair my tank over here, and this is also another showcase of how you can get rid of retarded gunners. Just take some damage from the tank, he will probably bail for his life, and then you can just go out and repair. I'm just gonna kick these people from my squad because I always fucking forget to lock my squad when I'm playing alone. And I'm sorry if some of you always maybe want to join me and I have a locked squad. I just don't like people spawning on me, stealing my tank, and all the goodies that come with Battlefield 4. So yeah, and basically the loadout I'm running is the usual loadout, guys. I said this multiple times, but I never actually switch my loadout. So as of right now, just to repeat it for the guys who are new to the channel, it's AP Shell, Thermal Camo, Coaxial HMG, APS obviously on Silk Road, and Thermal Optics. And why Thermal Optics is because I just to identify infantry around, because I as you will see in this video, I rarely go into Thermal Optics. I'm just using my regular vision, the normal things. So and I also want to add something. When I joined the server, I tried to switch to the losing team, and the admin just didn't let me. He was constantly balancing with the team I first came to. So I left the server, I rejoined, and I just couldn't balance to the losing team because I wanted you to present your video, like the video of Shanghai where I was playing in a bad team. But I just couldn't do that on this server. And in the end, and then the admin drops the bomb in the end, switching me the last 50 tickets to the losing team manually. So that's my experiences with this server. But over here, I'm just gonna try to lead the charge at Wolf over here, as I managed to save our LAV from taking the back shot. And having good aim with your secondary weapons, HMG, canister shell, LMG, whatever the fuck is your preference of your secondary tank gun, is really important on Silk Road, because one thing I do like about this method that it is long range engagement distances between infantry and tanks, so I don't have to necessarily take a lot of RPG damage before I get taken out, and I can take them out from the safe distance. As I missed this LAV with the tank shot because I was thinking he's just gonna drive a bit more forward, and I already was trying to lead my shot, but he stopped suddenly and then I missed my shot. So I'm gonna try to wait for some people over here to come to Alpha because I don't have really much options. If I go to Bravo flag, which is in the middle of Alpha and Charlie and literally in front of the base of the US team, I can potentially get into a situation where there will be too many tanks on me. So I'm just gonna use this Sendune to try to deal some damage to the tank over there. And enemy team of course has a really annoying commander who's just gonna be tagging me for HVT, rendering my thermal camo useless in some of these situations, as the vehicles are aware of me at the moment. So a smart tanker over there who used APS before he when he got disabled. And I would go against it, guys. Don't use APS when you're disabled unless you kill the enemy and then use APS so that you don't take the last shot. But if an enemy tank is on you and you just use APS when you're already disabled, you're already dead anyway. So it's just a waste of APS. Use it when you take a hit or two hits. Because I'm gonna try to kill this fucking little bird who dealt a mobility hit to me, but I failed though because my aim was fucking horrible over there. So I'm just gonna, I'm just waiting for somebody to come over to Alpha, because if I go there alone now, I already see a tank, I see an infantry, and I see one infantry guy over there, and I was like, I want to help this guy, maybe try to capture this flag. So I'm just gonna try from outside of the flag, try to support him, but I can't. As you see, there's just simply too many vehicles there. Now, I wouldn't have problems dealing those vehicles if I had more than 4 tank shots, as I said, but since I don't, I can basically just fall back and let the poor fucking fucker die on Alpha, because there is literally nothing more I can do than maybe via harassment to the enemy vehicles, which in the end will probably kill me and him on that flag. So I'm just gonna fall back and wait for some people to proceed to Alpha or Charlie. Now the reason I'm sticking over to Delta over here is just simply because I'm trying to let's say wait for the enemy tanks to peek over the Sandju so I can get their exact location and maybe try to create some flank rounds. And I also wanted to say something in the meantime. HMG on this map, especially if you guys are running zoom optics, since I don't, and I don't really need zoom optics, as by now I can decently aim with the HMG without zoom optics. But if you guys are using zoom optics, this map is really good for defensive tankers. You guys can just hang back at Deck or Delta or one of the middle flags, and shoot to opposing enemy forces when they're coming towards Delta with your zoom optics. So if you are a zoom optic user, I would highly recommend that you play this map for tanks, because it's, I'm guessing that it will be highly effective for you. So give it a try if you still didn't. As I'm trying to splash here the guy, and this is another thing about Silk Road. These little sand barriers are really clever made, so that it forces you to go inside to clear the infantry. But the head of the infantry will not be undercover when you're shooting them. So that is how I managed to headshot the guy, because I can still see his head, and I got a lucky headshot over there. So these head glitch crates, you can also shoot through them with your HMG when the infantry is peeking, and get yourself an easy kill. Now, there is one map I really like to play on China Rising. It's called Dragon Pass, and it's basically a so to say reimagined vision of Dragon Valley from Battlefield 2. If any of you ever played that map, I would really like to play that map, but I really cannot find the servers, as I mentioned so often when I really wish to play Dragon Pass. But if I do find a server, I will be sure to fucking play that map and show you all the good spots and the good stuff you can play on that map, because in my opinion it's a really nice tank map. Looking forward to that. And I wondered back in Battlefield 3, the AP shell, basically your main shell, had much less much more bullet velocity, so the shell was traveling faster. And the shell on Silk Road, you can see how slow bullet velocity the tank shells have. It's like a modern catapult, and not a smoothbore cannon. In real life, I'm not comparing an arcade video game like Battlefield 4 to real life. I'm just saying that in real life, tank shells usually travel much faster than a rifle round at insane speed. Some of the tank shells travel at five times the speed of sound. So playing with them like a modern catapult over here in Battlefield 4 is really disappointing, as I again failed to shoot the little bird. And that is the same guy who was also locking me over there on Alpha. And what I like about these three flags, once you capture the fourth flag, that is basically Delta, you can easily take out infantry peeking on the sand use, because as you see, guys, when I go into thermal optics, I can easily see them. And this is not the thermal optics. This is thermal optics after winter patch. So basically the nerfed thermal optics. And I also want to answer another question while I'm talking about thermal optics. Is some of you have been asking me, Tonk, how come your thermal optics still look decent? I mean, they don't look as great as they used to, but they still look okay. And I have a monitor, a really expensive 27-inch 144 Hz monitor, which I was talking about in my previous Tonk video. This monitor has an option called Black Equalizer. So basically what this option does is it's gonna eliminate some black spots on the map, some shadows and stuff. So I think that shit kinda helped my thermal optic to look a bit better. So that is probably the reason why my thermal optics might look a bit better than your thermal optics. So that you don't think that there is something wrong with your client. That's basically just my monitor, and that is exactly what you're seeing on the screen right now. As finally, I see that behind me now we have some friendly vehicles, and I'm gonna lead this spearhead assault to Alpha, as I spot an enemy tank over there who is still not aware of me because of the thermal camo, but some of the infantry already spotted me, and I see that the tank is starting to get hit by the bomber, so I'm just gonna take the infantry around me because the tank still doesn't see me. That is the power of thermal camo again, guys. So I APS the RPG from this guy, and suppression works in my favor, as the guy missed an RPG on me. And I'm just gonna get the tank down since he was low on health. And I'm gonna proceed over here on the flag. As I see that there is a guy here behind me somewhere, and I don't literally see him anywhere over here. So I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? And I notice that he's inside the murder hole. So I'm just gonna fucking let the guy fly like a fucking ragdoll over there. And the little bird again decides that he's gonna try to do some OJ on me. As I'm not entirely sure what is he doing over here, but I'm just gonna take the fucking free kill. As a enemy jet starts to lock me, and I'm gonna go for the wonder shot, but obviously I missed. Fuck it. So I'm just gonna use the opportunity to try to repair my tank behind the sand dune while I snipe the guy off the rock. And that's basically the double tap. The double tap of the HMG, most of you already know now from the HMG guide, really works wonders on this map. So I highly recommend, guys, if you still didn't switch to HMG, fucking do it already, trust me. And I'm hoping that my gameplay commentaries show you what fucking power this thing has, as somebody tries to ram him with a jet over here, because people now already try to kill me. So I'm just gonna body shot them in midair with the tank shell. And I started to do this more often. There is some enjoyment when I kill people who are bailing from jets and aerial vehicles to try to mojo me with C4. I like to fucking shoot them then into the body with the tank shell. And I ended this round on like 55-0, I think. 55-0 in like this 22-23 minutes of gameplay you're seeing, which is quite good for the playtime. So this was like a 20-minute video and 55 kills. Equals somewhere around, I think, I'm bad in math, but I'm thinking somewhere around 2.3 kill per minute. And I don't think that's quite decent on this map. I think I did okay, considering I don't play this map so often as I do the vanilla. So I was kind of proud of myself. And suppression works heavily in my fucking favor over here, as the enemy infantry really does miss a lot of RPGs on me when I start shooting them. So I'm just gonna fall back over here to avoid this LV who's trying to shoot me with the top missiles. And I wondered what would it be this map at night. I noticed that there is a lot of night maps coming from the city, and I think this map at night would be quite cool. It's quite a linear map. It's a sand map. I think I would like to play it at night. But at day, even in daylight, you can see the map looks really nice. And I like my green tank HUD over here, as I'm not losing my crosses into the distance, as an enemy tank over here emerges from the desert. So I'm gonna have to pull back because I'm getting in trouble over here. And I'm hoping this Randall tanker is gonna offer me some help over here. So I'm just gonna let him go forward and try to repair, because I see that he's on full health and I'm not. So I'm just gonna get out of my tank to repair. And this is basically the smartest stuff you can do. Let the pressure go on the other tanker. As you see, I'm not spotted on the minimap because of thermal camo. So all the infantry who did bail from that litterboard went for that tank in front of me instead of for me, even though I was on lower health, simply because they didn't see me on the 3D icon spotting. So that is another great thing about thermal camo. So I'm gonna fall back over here, and I'm not sure what's happening with that tanker over there, and I wanna go help him. But I see that he already got taken out in the process while I was repairing my tank, and that's probably because of the people who bailed from that litterbird. So I'm just gonna try to revenge the guy, killing both of the people who bailed from the bird, and in the meantime trying to kill the LAV over there. And everybody is now spawning over here on Alpha, and I'm literally the only thing that's left on this flag. And infantry is trying to flank me, and it is really important to have good situational awareness on this map, guys. If you still didn't master situational awareness, and I'm gonna make a guide about it, if you do not possess this thing, you will not have fun on maps that have a lot of vehicles and a lot of flanking routes where the enemy can come from. And situational awareness is being aware at all times where the enemy is located. And this is a case presentation. I'm not using my thermal optics a lot, as I mentioned a few minutes earlier, simply because I'm trying to stay in the outside view, checking what's coming around me, more than being in thermal optics spotting infantry. I can see good without thermal optics on this map, so I just use thermal optics to identify the people who are hiding in houses and shit. So that's that. I'm just gonna check what is this tank doing over here. And I get tagged as an HBT, so I know that he already knows where I am. So I'm just playing smart, using this sand dune as basically my this sand dune is basically my cover for the past 5 minutes into this video, and I'm just waiting for people to go to Alpha because I don't want to go alone. As I dust a shot on this dirt bike, and this is why I hate Battlefield 4. I dusted the shot on the dirt bike, and I already knew that he's gonna shoot me in the back as soon as he gets the opportunity, because now he knows where I am. And basically the bad game mechanics almost cost me a death over here and losing my tank because of that. As I'm gonna go to Alpha and I'm gonna leave the guy who's behind me alone, and of course he's just gonna turn around and shoot me with the straw from that distance because I dusted the tank shell on him. That is the reason I sent this hate Battlefield 4, because I should have killed the guy over there. So I get into a lot of trouble over here, and I have no options other than to repair my fucking tank in front of the enemy tank, who luckily is missing all his shots on me. So I'm gonna go back at my fucking sand dune, repair my lovely vehicle over here, and basically, if you see, I completely locked the enemy team from proceeding to attacking our middle flag from Alpha, and luckily the enemy team wasn't as great as my team, which doesn't mean much to me, as I'm mostly alone over here on this Alpha flag in front of it. So that doesn't mean a lot to me that my team is doing good on other flags, because I'm focused on another flag. As I'm just trying to deal some damage to this little bird over here, and there we go. A LAV is gonna try to take me out over here, and if he did hit me with the top missile, he could have potentially have a chance to at least disable me. But rushing alone like this, it's a certain death for him. As I managed to take him out, and the C4 guy also gets out of the vehicle, as I failed to kill him with my HMG, but I splashed him on the right corner where I was predicting he's gonna come from. So again, I'm just gonna get out of the vehicle and try to repair my tank. And I also like that I played Silk Road finally, because I wanted to show you that you don't need Sable Shell, you don't need Staff Shell, or any other common things people use on this map. I'm playing with my standard loadout alone, and I'm doing quite okay, guys. I wish that I could have switched to the losing team, but since I didn't, I had to play on the winning team. Yeah, I'm just gonna take out the Javelin guy and the Medic guy over here on the left side. And this is where I'm using my thermal camo. I was just using my thermal camo to see the head of the guy who was speaking on the sand dune with the Javelin, so I can take him out. And I spot some mines over here in the road, so I'm not gonna even waste my tank shells trying to take him out, because I see a tank on the right already trying to shoot them. So if you see other tankers shoot the mines and wasting their ammo, let them, and don't waste your ammo. And now we really have a lot of support on Alpha, so I'm just gonna try to capture the flag with everybody else over here. I'm just gonna proceed inside the burn if I can, and the infantry will spawn on in these little huts and the shacks. As I'm trying to take out the guy, but the LAV keeps covering him. My friend LAV keeps covering the C4 guy, but then I managed to take him out over here, and I'm just leading my shots to take out the infantry as I land a disable shot on the LAV over there, but I failed to land the kill shot. And this is where I'm gonna get balanced soon now. So we capture all the flags right now, and as I mentioned, I tried to switch to the losing team when I started the round. The admin didn't let me, so I'm just gonna chill back over here, and I'm gonna go back to Delta, because I want to give the enemy team a chance to capture at least one flag. So I'm just gonna scout around, see what's happening over there. I see that there is people behind the sand dune shooting the tank over there. I'm just gonna try to suppress them if I can, so they don't land as much hits on him, as I managed to take out one guy and the second guy. So I saved my tank over there on Alpha, and I'm just gonna go back to Delta, because that's on the middle flag and the enemy is taking that. As I'm gonna proceed back to Delta, and this is probably my favorite flag to fight on, because it's focused a lot on infantry fights and shit. But sadly in this round that wasn't the case, so I'm just gonna proceed back over here and trying to give the enemy team a chance of fighting back. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed some Silk Road gameplay. I hope it wasn't boring, and I cannot really make much fun out of this map, because it really is a boring fucking map. There isn't a lot of action like it is on some vanilla maps, and I'm trying to take some wondershot at this fucking bomber, and I don't really know how the bomber flies, so I just take him random shots, not actually aiming at him, missing everything. And now a tank comes to Alpha, and he's gonna try to capture the flag, and I have a good position on the sand dune, and there we go. I get balanced 50 tickets at the end, as the admin swapped me to the losing team. So yeah, this is where I end my video, I guess, because I tried maybe to spawn in the tank, but it's 80 tickets left, so there was really no reason for me to continue the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you liked it, then please leave me a like or a short comment, and I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.